All right, everyone. Good morning and welcome to BeeCon 2023. Well, it's early in the day for many of us here in North America, but it's late in the day for some of us, including those who are joining from Australia. This year, we have a large group of speakers and attendees from all around the globe. If you'd like to, please drop in the chat box where you're joining us from, as it's sort of fun to see live where people are joining us from this morning. So as you are probably aware from my many emails, BeeCon is hosted by the Center for Bee Ecology, Evolution, and Conservation here at York University. This year, we are continuing the event as a hybrid event, with today being virtual and tomorrow being both in-person and virtual. I'd like to give a big thank you to our funders, the Faculty of Science at York University, the Faculty of Environmental and Urban Change at York University, and of course, the Vice President of Research and Innovation at York University. So I would like to start off today with a land acknowledgement. We recognize that many Indigenous nations have long-standing relationships with the territories upon which York University campuses are located that precede the establishment of York University. York University acknowledges its presence on the traditional territory of many Indigenous nations. The area known as Takaranto has been caretaken by the Anishinaabe Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Huron-Wendat, and the Métis. It is now home to many Indigenous people. We acknowledge the current treaty holders, the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. This territory is subject of the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, an agreement to peaceably share and care for the Great Lakes region. In the program, we have included the land acknowledgement and a link to a video that gives more background to this land acknowledgement, including a brief history of the territory, the treaty involved, and suggestions on how to listen and reflect upon the land acknowledgement. So I welcome all of you to view that video if you would like to. Now, if you're not in Toronto, you can visit native-land.ca. This is a global website that allows you to see what Indigenous nations were in different areas historically and currently. You can look up your current location, the location where your research takes place, or where your specimen comes from. Again, that website is native-land.ca. So we'll talk a little bit about BC. So BC, as I mentioned before, is the Center for Bee Ecology, Evolution, and Conservation at York University in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. As I'm sure you've been to our website several times, www.york.ca/bees. You can visit that website if you'd like to learn more about BC, or you can always shoot me an email at bc@yorku.ca, and I'm happy to provide more information as well. So BEEc is an initiative that strives to advance research in the fields of bee ecology, evolution, and conservation. The mission of BEEc is to foster interdisciplinary, innovative, collaborative, and cutting-edge research. This research is used for the advancement of knowledge and implementation of policy changes to help sustain pollinators globally. And our goal is to apply our collaborative efforts to the development of policies and environmental management for the long-term sustainability of bees and the vital ecosystem service that they provide. So what does BEEc actually do? Some examples of the programs that we include are our monthly BEEc Associates webinar series, which is for our internal associates. This takes place, as I mentioned, about once a month. We also have a YouTube channel where past talks can be found, including the presentations from last year's BeeCon. We're also active on social media, in particular Twitter and Instagram, where our handles are @BeesYork and @BeesAtYork. Additionally, we also have listservs. We have a global listserv that anyone can join if you send an email to listserv@yorku.ca with the following command in the body of the email: subscribe bees, your first name and your last name. This information is also present in our program if you'd like to join the listserv later on. We also have an internal listserv for those who are associated with BC directly. And if you are a York University researcher or collaborator, we invite you to get involved with BC. You can visit this website, which is also listed in the program, to explore the benefits of becoming an associate and to apply. We have an expansive membership, which includes master's students, doctoral candidates, postdocs, and faculty. You can see a small sampling of our associates here, and we also have many of them giving talks as well throughout the day and tomorrow. So BeeCon itself started in 2011 as the Southern Ontario Bee Researchers Symposium, hosted by York University bee researchers with support from others. This includes groups such as Wildlife Preservation Canada, Pollinator Partnership, and others. It has grown from a small local symposium to an international one, as we can see from our attendance today. BC is now the formal host, and we are supported administratively and financially by the VPRI and the Faculties of Science and Environmental and Urban Change. As everyone knows, in 2020, COVID hit, and so BeeCon went virtual. But last year, we were happy to return as a hybrid event in 2022, where we had approximately 415 attendees from across 6 continents. And this year, we also have over 400 attendees across 6 continents. We're only missing Antarctica. So thank you all for attending this conference. So logistics for the day. We're using a Zoom webinar platform, as you've all found out. I'm sure that everyone from the past few years is familiar with Zoom. We have it set up so that only panelists can turn their camera and microphones on. Panelists in this case will refer to anyone who is giving a talk or speaking today. For attendees, please use the Q&A box present at the bottom of your screen to pose questions to the speakers. Moderators for each session will then pose the questions back to the speakers as time permits, and the panelists or speakers will also be able to see these questions throughout the day and answer them at their leisure. You'll also notice that we do have a chat box. Please use the chat box sparingly for comments only in between talks, as we do not want to distract people from the talks that are currently going on. If you have any trouble, please send a private message in the chat to the host, myself, or you can email bc@yorku.ca, which is also me. Now, all presentations today will be recorded, but not all will be shared. It depends on the permissions given by each individual speaker. Of course, for each talk, there is an abstract in the official program on our website, and the presentations that we have permission to share will be posted to our YouTube channel in about 2 weeks or so. We encourage you all to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you will get notifications when we post new videos, including the ones from today and tomorrow. We also encourage sharing on social media during BeeCon. However, we do ask that you follow the individual speaker's request in terms of posting or not posting content. Some of the information shared today and tomorrow may be unpublished or preliminary results that the speaker may not want to have shared outside of this conference. Speakers will either have icons present on their first slide of their presentation indicating that they are okay with things being shared to social media, or that they are not okay with it. They may also just indicate this verbally, so please, again, respect the speaker's wishes. You can find the Twitter and Instagram handles for each speaker in the official program on our website. If you would like to connect with a speaker or follow up on some information, you can contact them on social media. And please also, if you do choose to share today things on social media, use our official hashtag, #BeeCon, in order to tag us in the event. With that, I would also like to give a big thank you to our volunteers and funders. Our volunteers today are moderators or people who are helping with in-person events tomorrow. Our funders, as I mentioned, are the Faculty of Science, Environmental and Urban Change, and the Office of the VPRI. I'd also like to give a big thank you to our previous BC coordinator, Victoria, for helping to organize this entire conference as well. And with that, I would like us to get on to the presentations. I know we're a couple of minutes early, but it'll probably take a couple of minutes to get to the next speaker. So I will stop sharing my screen.